In a quiet town in Ohio, there was a small house on Maple Street. It looked normal from the outside. White paint, a small garden, a swing on the porch. But inside, things were different. Inside lived Stephen, a boy who was 10 years old. Stephen had brown hair and big, curious eyes. He liked to draw and read comic books. But Stephen's life was not easy. His dad, Robert, worked at a factory. Robert was tall, strong, and quiet. After Stephen's mom passed away, Robert remarried. His new wife's name was Angela. Angela was Stephen's stepmom. At first, Angela smiled and spoke sweetly. She made cookies. She told Stephen, "You can call me Mom if you want." But after Robert went to work, Angela changed. Her smile disappeared. Her voice became sharp. She shouted at Stephen for small things. If Stephen spilled water, Angela yelled. If Stephen forgot to close the door, Angela hit him. Stephen never told anyone. He was scared. He thought, "No one will believe me." One rainy day, Stephen was drawing in his room. Angela walked in. "Why are you wasting paper?" she snapped. "I'm not wasting it," Stephen said quietly. Angela grabbed the drawing and tore it in half. Stephen felt tears, but he stayed silent. Angela slapped his arm. "You never listen," she said, and left. That evening, Robert came home. Stephen thought about telling him, but Angela smiled at Robert and kissed his cheek. She served dinner and laughed. Robert didn't see the bruise on Stephen's arm. The days passed. The shouting and hitting continued. One afternoon, Stephen was late coming home from school. Angela waited by the door. "Where were you?" she shouted. "I stayed for art club," Stephen said. Angela pushed him against the wall. "You are lying!" she yelled. She slapped him again. Stephen cried, but this time, someone heard. Mrs. Miller, the neighbor, was outside watering her plants. She heard the shouting. She saw Stephen's tear-streaked face through the window. Mrs. Miller called child services. 2 days later, a social worker named Lisa came to the house. She spoke to Stephen alone. Her voice was calm. Her eyes were kind. "Stephen," she said, "you are safe to tell me the truth." Stephen hesitated. Then he whispered, "Angela hits me." Lisa took notes. She promised Stephen she would help. That night, Robert was called to the office. He was shocked. He confronted Angela. Angela denied it, but the social worker had evidence pictures of Stephen's bruises and Mrs. Miller's testimony. Angela was told to leave the house. Robert hugged Stephen. "I'm sorry, son. I should have seen it." Stephen felt relief for the first time in years. He could breathe again. From that day, Robert worked to rebuild trust with his son. Stephen joined art classes. He laughed again. The house on Maple Street still looked the same from the outside, but inside, it finally felt safe.